Mob life got you hooked. Goodfellas Armani suits and flashy Cadillacs reveal secrets of survival. Our twist, though, turns crashes into comebacks for 2025. Welcome back, crew. For those who don't know me personally, it might seem random that I pay tribute to a mobster epic like Goodfellas, but if you ever stop by my garage, you'd see this. My dad passed away when I was 15, but I always knew he was a fan because they had a bar cart just like this one in the movie. If you like learning about cars and getting to watch amazing restorations from start to finish, then hit subscribe. It really helps us grow and keep bringing these videos to you. And let's dig into the blueprint. This video is our shot at breaking down all the mob rides and sharp style in Goodfellas, the iconic 1990 film that changed how we look at mafia movies forever. So the fact that the legendary Martin Scorsese chose Armani to dress the cast tells you how serious he was about realism. We're talking about a guy who once said, "I never saw a gangster dressed like that in my life," referring to the pinstripe suits worn by other films at the time. So for an authentic touch, Scorsese and costume designer Odette Young chose Armani's fluid jackets for Henry Hill's rise in the ranks. And guess what? It worked. The character's wardrobe perfectly captured the essence of the 1970s mobster. You know, during that era, there was a shift in how mobsters dressed. They moved away from the loud pinstripes and fedoras to something more understated, more fluid, and that's exactly what Armani's designs represented. They were a departure from the traditional mobster look, but they still exuded power and sophistication. It's like Armani understood the mob mentality. You see, being part of the mob wasn't just about violence and power, it was also about loyalty and respect. And Armani's designs reflected that. Here's a little secret straight from the set. During filming, Al Pacino insisted on wearing Armani Exchange, which is interesting because his character, Frank, was supposed to be the brains of the operation. Instead, he went for the more casual look of the brand's younger line. Now, in case you're wondering where you can find some of these classic pieces today, well, you're not alone. Finding vintage Armani can be tough, but you can check out places like eBay and Etsy for some unique finds, or try looking for similar styles at thrift stores or consignment shops. Let's turn the spotlight on the cars, shall we? These chrome beauties are more than just rides, they're status symbols. Picture this, 1970s New York, the streets are sizzling with the low rumble of Cadillacs. In Goodfellas, Henry's ride is a towering 1973 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It's the epitome of luxury, reflecting his climb in the mob world. As he progresses, so does his taste in wheels. Later in the movie, he trades up to a massive 1977 Cadillac Eldorado. These weren't just any cars, they were rolling status symbols, each inch of chrome and velour whispering tales of power and affluence. Now let's switch gears and talk about another key player in the story, Tommy DeVito, played by the charismatic Joe Pesci. His character might be volatile, but his style is solid. He sticks to the same grey suit throughout the movie. And you know what's cool? That suit actually belonged to Joe Pesci. But hold on a minute. Why is Tommy always clad in the same outfit? Well, it's all about focusing on the details that matter. Since his introduction, we know Tommy is a hothead, so changing his attire for every scene could be seen as a distraction. By keeping him in that grey suit, it reinforces his character's intensity. Plus, it makes him instantly recognizable. Remember that scene in Karen's house? Even with his face partially hidden, we still know it's Tommy, thanks to that iconic suit. Okay, now let's dive into the crazy car chaos. Remember the infamous restaurant scene? Chaos erupts when Tommy and crew crash Karen's birthday party. And you know what? It mirrors the turmoil that's about to tear the group apart. Just like the wreckage left behind by the speeding Cadillac, their unity is shattered. But here's a fun fact. The stunt driver behind that wild ride is Evil Knievel himself. Evil Knievel. Now, have you ever wondered why Tommy kept switching cars? Well, it's a subtle nod to his unpredictable nature. In one scene, he's driving a 1972 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, a symbol of raw American muscle. And later, he switches to a sleek 1973 Mercury Montego. These constant changes reflect his volatile personality, keeping us on edge just like his unpredictable actions. The climax of Goodfellas involves a high-speed chase with the police. The soundtrack crescendos and the camera angles tilt wildly, mirroring the frenzy within. But the coolest part, Henry manages to escape. He ditches his wrecked Cadillac and seamlessly blends into the crowd. It's a testament to the chameleon-like qualities of the mob. They adapt, they vanish, and they strike when least expected. All right, it's time for our exclusive restoration segment. When it comes to restoring wrecks like the ones featured in the movie, there are some crucial steps to take before diving in. First things first, check the frame for damage. A bent frame can spell disaster, affecting the car's alignment and handling. We're talking about safety here, folks. So a damaged frame is a major issue. To fix a bent Cadillac frame, you'll need some serious tools and know-how. It's not for the faint of heart. You might need a professional frame machine to straighten things out. But let's rewind a bit. How did this frame get so messed up in the first place? Well, picture this. A mobster's Cadillac has just crashed. Now he needs to escape, and fast. He jumps out, takes off his jacket, throws it in the back seat to hide his gun, and speeds away. But here's the catch. He's not thinking straight. In his panic, he forgot to put his seatbelt on. So as the car crashes, he gets thrown forward, landing right on top of his own jacket. That poor Cadillac frame takes the full force of the impact, and trust me, it's not pretty. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the ultimate twist in this tale. Imagine this. It's the year 2025, and Giorgio Armani has decided to unveil a new line of bespoke vehicles. Inspired by the classics, he envisions cars that exude luxury and power, much like his iconic fashion pieces. Enter the 2025 Armani Edition Cadillac. These aren't your ordinary restored classics. Oh no, these cars are infused with Armani's signature style, both on the inside and out. The interiors are reimagined with the finest materials, leather so supple it feels like a second skin, and wood trim that whispers tales of timeless elegance. Stepping outside, the chrome gleams with an almost otherworldly shine, catching the light and turning heads. Under the hood, these Cadillacs roar with updated engines that pay homage to the original muscle while sipping less fuel. It's classic power with a modern twist. What's even cooler is that these bespoke beauties aren't just meant to be admired. They're made to be driven. Whether cruising along city streets or tearing up the open road, each model is a statement. It's like owning a piece of living art that moves with you, adapting to your every whim. If you want to add one of these beauties to your collection, you've got to act fast. The production is limited, so it's a rare chance to own a slice of automotive luxury. But here's the grand finale. If you happen to own a classic Cadillac already, Armani offers a touch of magic. His design team can transform your beloved car into an Armani Edition masterpiece. It's like having your very own bespoke work of art on wheels. Now, let's wind this up with a quick epic recap. From the iconic suits to the roaring Cadillacs, we've covered a lot of ground in this video. So to make sure you don't miss any of our future breakdowns, hit subscribe. Trust me, you won't regret it.